Do not go for 3. Just get the 2. Ellis. Hard hit.
Ropes one. Still got a play there. Got it. Wow.
Ellis.
Get up there.
Oh, wow. What an interception by Razor. Jordan Razor takes it back, Zach. Back to the 48. Biggs is going to check in. Dunlap wide open. He's going to get it. Dunlap! Exclamation point.
Welcome to Project Purple Sports. We are live here at Notre Dame Prep High School as the Notre Dame Prep boys basketball team takes on the Bethel Wildcats. Notre Dame's coming in at 12-3, number 4 ranked in the state of Connecticut. Bethel's coming in with a pretty good season of their own. I'm Zachary Gersner, and I'm joined alongside with
co-host Dino Varelli of Project Purple Sports. Zach, Bethel comes in at 9-3, having lost a couple of games here recently to New Fairfield, Massac, and they also lost to New Canaan. But they've got a big win against Bunnell. They were tied for the lead. The last time we had Notre Dame Prep was across the street at Sacred Heart, which all 3 teams, Bethel, Notre Dame Prep, and Colby, were tied for first in the SWC. Kind of a little bit of a gap now with Colby and Notre Dame Prep, and then Bethel in that 3rd spot. But should be a good one, man. We were here last time in this gym for Bunnell Colby Cathedral, which was supposed to be hyped as the game of the year early in the season in the SWC boys race. But a couple of losses here for both teams. Notre Dame Prep lost a heartbreaker in overtime. Jaden Desir with a career night at Sacred Heart. And as we mentioned, Bethel already has had a big win against Bunnell, but has lost a couple here in the SWC to knock them out of that tie for the lead. But we should have a good one. You know, Notre Dame's coming off a big win down in the city, down in the Bronx on Saturday. So it should be an interesting game, Zach.
Yeah, and what I will say is why we have the time and we're going to talk about it here. I mean, Bethel was a number 6 team in the SWC last year. We have a bit of a shakeup here as we see Colby was 6, or Bethel was 6, Colby was 7, and now we have Colby Notre Dame at that 1 spot, and then Bethel sitting nicely in at that 3 spot there. So it'll be interesting to see.
And state rankings, Bethel plays in Class 3 or Division 3. Forget which. I guess it's Division 3, and they're currently the 8th seed in that division. So, you know, they've got a couple of good wins. That I mean, they don't play a cupcake schedule. You know, in terms of their out of conference. I mean, they lost to New Canaan in that Shelton Holiday tournament, but they have beat New Milford, Joe Barlow. They beat Brookfield to start the season, and then as I mentioned, they lost a couple games here, beat up on Pomprog, beat New Milford, beat Bunnell by 7 at home, okay, beat Immaculate, beat Weston, and then lost to Massac at home by 3, and then New Fairfield by 1, which is a team we'll see here later in the season here at Notre Dame next week. So 3 losses to you know, historic programs. New Fairfield, I know the last couple of years has done a really good job with their boys basketball program. Massac has had some great runs in the 2000s, late 90s, and then New Canaan is one of those FCAC teams that, you know, I think on any given night, any of those FCAC teams can compete in any of the leagues here in Connecticut. So see what happens here tonight.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting is, as you mentioned, they are coming off of a loss to New Fairfield at home. And that's a game you're probably looking at it with how Bethel's played this year that they should have won. I mean, New Fairfield's not having a great season so far. They do have a great coach. They have some great talent.
Yeah, they got their point guard back. They got their shooting guard that was injured last year. But looks real quick here. Bethel's got some size, so it'll be interesting here. Let's talk quickly about Project Purple Sports. So thank you for tuning in. Project Purple Sports is this really cool initiative that we have rolled out over the last 3 years to high schools throughout the country to raise awareness for our mission here at Project Purple, which is to find a cure for pancreatic cancer. We're a Connecticut-based nonprofit organization that empowers the fight against pancreatic cancer. We were founded in 2010 and will be leading the charge, pioneering advancements, bringing hope to those affected by pancreatic cancer. We are committed to making a real impact in the fight against pancreatic cancer. Our initiatives include research funding, patient support, and community outreach. Our results speak for themselves. To learn more about what we do at Project Purple, visit our website at projectpurple.org. This initiative, which we'll talk about at halftime, can't be done without the support of many of our sponsors, but it's been really cool, Zach. This is, I think, our third year. No, excuse me. Third
Yeah,
year.
third
Yeah,
year.
third year here up at Notre Dame. uh, doing some games. Full second year, actually, second full year here.
Yes.
Third year would be at Seymour, which will be tomorrow. This is a busy week, folks, so apologize. We've got 3 nights in a row. We've got 3 great contests here for you, so make sure to subscribe to Project Purple Sports here on YouTube to get notified when we go live. And also make sure to follow us on X because we post updates on X. So teams are warming up. We've got some social influencers out there on the court with their cameras. Kind of a new thing here.
Yeah. I mean, I would be doing the same thing. It's a number 14 in the state of Connecticut, you know? And we have some discussions on if they should be ranked at number 4. We think they should be a little bit higher, but we don't put out the rankings.
Yeah, with all due respect, and we'll be respectful. I think the system here in Connecticut is flawed a bit. I think, the top tens don't really look at necessarily like, it's not like college where I guess they know students are leaving or coming or who's coming or going or what the case may be. And, I think the other piece too, a team like Notre Dame Prep kind of gets they don't get the benefit because they're playing out of state. I know those out of state games tend not to like factor into those rankings, I guess, but we'll get to that eventually, I'm sure, on this stream. I think we're gonna go to starting lineups here, Josh.
Yeah, we got our video ready, so.
Captain, number 11, Josh Harlow.
Jace Greaves, class of 2027, guard, number 1.
Kieran Blake, class of 2027, guard, number 5.
Travis Burnett, class of 2028, jersey number 12, forward.
Amir Reed, class of 2026, forward number 0.
All right, and I know you have Bethel starting lineup for us.
Yeah, so Bethel starting senior, Victor Oki, number 1. Junior, number 3, Lance Ackerman. Junior, number 5, Brody Kosak. Sophomore, number 12, Brandon Demers. And senior, number 24, Adam Henry. Bethel's coached by Matt Lisi. Notre Dame Prep, Coach K. So should be a good one, Zach. I'm excited. We haven't been here. We haven't had Notre Dame in a couple weeks. I know last week was a light week for us. We were up at Naugatuck and WCA, which was a good one. So we're not gonna mute out, but we are gonna pause talking here for playing in the national anthem. All right, Zach.
Pretty much ready to roll over here. And I think what we'll find out is we've heard a lot about Bethel, but they haven't really played anyone in the caliber of Notre Dame prep. So I think those first 3 to 4 minutes for Bethel are going to be key in seeing if they're going to get blown out or if they're going to be able to hang around and keep it a game.
Yeah, we'll see really quick. Again, the last time we saw Notre Dame was against Colby. Jaden Desir shot the lights out. The whole team shot the
Yeah, he
lights
had
out.
35 points. I mean, it's hard
Yeah.
to win a game when one guy almost goes for 40.
I think they had him at 37, believe it or not. I
well.
read the other day, so I don't know if we had our
Even more.
yeah. So it should be interesting. Bethel's got some size here, man. Between Ackerman, only a junior, looks like he's going to jump.
Yeah, and what I will say though is we did see him in warm-ups. They do have some athleticism too.
Very athletic.
We already know Notre Dame has a lot of athleticism, but how do you beat an athletic team? You got to be able to match up with them and then do the little things right and minimize your own mistakes. We'll see what happens. It should be a fun one. Reed's gonna get ready to tip off Ackerman for Bethel, and we got 32, 42 minutes of basketball here. Coming live.
Reeves gets the tip. Yeah, it's going to be a foul. Ackerman coming through. He's trying to body Reed.
That's a tacky foul this early in the game.
Yeah, if you're Coach Lisi, I don't know how. I mean, they've got some size there on the bench, but again, first time seeing these guys, I don't know how deep they go.
Yeah, but you also don't want one of your starters to pick up that foul. Charlotte will get down the lane, can't get it to go.
So Notre Dame Prep did come off a victory on Saturday night in the Bronx, Zach. I know they were down, so it'd be interesting to see, if there's any hangover. Tough take to the hole. A lot of contact. Ackerman with the rebound. Reed rips it away. Reed coast to coast over to Blake. Kieran Blake gets on the board. His first two. Notre Dame.
And to your point, they've played a lot of basketball in this past 3 or 4 days in Notre Dame. So we'll see if they have any wear and tear on them.
Oki with the miss on the three. Charlotte with the rebound. Reeves.
Blake's going to let it fly.
He's feeling it, Zach. He's got the first 5. That's a good sign if you're Notre Dame. Kieran Blake, a junior, who I know has been a starter all season, played really well down in Florida when they started the season. I think had a little bit of a drop-off and then has played pretty well here recently. So that's a good sign if you're Notre Dame, because I know going off last year, we always talked about who else was going to step up for Notre Dame, and to see players like, Blake, Coleman, Burnett give you minutes and points. Going to be tough to beat.
And Reeves just had Oloke in air jail there. It's going to be way off, and that'll be a shot clock violation. But let's talk about the Reeves and Charlotte were both MVPs of that game against Forest Hill. So we always talk about their guards and how explosive they are.
And Josh had a great night talking to some people before this game. Just really took control of that game in New York and finished with, I think, 27, 7, and 5. And 1, Jameer Reed, back to where he started from where I saw him up at the Hoop Hall Classic. And Zach, I was fortunate to go see these guys play up at Hoop Hall after losing to Notre Dame. We did not hear that, but, they played a really, really good Mater Dei California team. I know some folks in the media said that's a powerhouse for football, but let me tell you, they had 3, probably 4 Division I players on that squad.
They're also a powerhouse for basketball. I mean, when I was in high school, they were going up against Chino Hills and all those other teams, so I don't want to hear any excuses people have in the media for that. Notre Dame showed up and played basketball.
Deep 3 from Cossack. He gets Bethel on the board, 8-3 here. Burnett, nice pass from Greaves. The ball's moving. Timeout's going to be Coach Lisi. Looks like a 30.
So what I will say though, yeah, 30 seconds, is it was a good job of Bethel getting points, but then it took 3 seconds for them to give them right back. So
Especially in that play, you got penetration from the guard, and you got a guy cut into the basket. So good cut there by Burnett, but kind of bad defense from Bethel there, Zach.
yeah,
Not if you're Coach Lisi, you can't be happy with that. As you get some momentum, you get a three. Now it becomes a 7-point game. You had it down to 4, 2 baskets. Now you're kind of digging a hole a little bit.
I also don't like that timeout call because now you let them set up in their press, and you let them relax a bit after running the floor, set up in that press. I mean, maybe he knows something I don't, and that's why he's the coach of Bell. But we'll see. I haven't seen many teams have success when Notre Dame gets in their press.
Well, what we talk about a lot, who's going to control the pace, right? And you kind of play into Notre Dame here. Henry gets it over. Should be a good matchup here. Oki, is it okay
I
on
think it's
Charlotte?
Olakay.
Olakay on Charlotte. That looks like a good matchup, Zach. Be interested to see.
Well, I'll tell you what I would be doing is Charlotte's going to try a deep three off the mark.
Good
Is
box
dumping
out
the
there.
ball in low to Reed or Burnett and see if they can get Ackerman in foul trouble and then see what they got on the bench.
Charlotte got a hand on him, almost stolen. Cossack was going to shoot it again. He's their shooter, it looks like.
He's going to have to shoot it.
Good defense by Charlotte. He's going to pick up a foul. Cossack, the junior, is going to go to the line.
We saw the formula on how to beat Notre Dame from Colby. You got to shoot the ball very well, and you also got to control the glass. So if they have guys that can shoot threes, you're going to need to start seeing them, because then you'll open up Notre Dame's defense.
The other thing I think too that we saw with Kobe, Zach, was by controlling the board. So substitution here first, Enzo Pahoyo, I believe it is, junior guard. So Cossack makes one of the two, but Kobe was able to control the pace of that game by allowing Notre Dame to be one and done, right, and really force them to take a lot of jump shots. And traditionally not a jump shooting team.
Yeah, and what I will say
Good
is Charlotte
backdoor there by Charlotte.
tough finish.
Almost and one.
Is Greaves had the shot that is forgotten about because Desir went down and hit the tip in. He had that three to put him up one. We get another three-pointer on the way. No good. Charlotte, quick outlet. Here comes Greaves. He's going to get to his spot. Off the mark.
Almost stolen again.
Oh,
Deep
wow.
three from Cossack. He's the whole offense here for
wow.
Bethel. He may be the gutter.
Yep.
You're going to need him to score.
I mean, if you let someone who's a three-point shooter get hot early, that is going to be a rough day for the defenders, because then they'll have the green light and shoot at will. Greaves, quick. Off the mark. I'd tell you where I'm going again, is Olakay is going to try a deep three.
Charlotte gets her.
Yep, own rebound.
Good hustle there from Charlotte. Makes it 14-7. A couple subs coming in here for both teams, it looks like.
It's fun to watch Notre Dame rebound the ball, and then in 2 seconds, that's going to be a heat check. Oh, boy.
Cossack's got 3 threes, Zach. He's got 10.
He's got all of them.
Could he have 40?
Blake to respond, no good.
Good rebound by Reed. He skied to get that rebound. Looks like he got,
Travel. Ackerman just got bailed out there.
Yeah, that looked like a foul. So Ackerman's going to sit. Suda into the game, 23. Decent size. So they don't lose much from Ackerman. Oh, Coleman into the game there.
Yeah, for Burnett. So you know what I will say though is, what did I say? If you let this guy start seeing a huge basket, he's just going to start pulling at will. It's almost like when Steph Curry plays basketball and he's in the zone.
Charlotte got a hand on it again.
Blake can't sag off a Kisek that much.
Tough take
finish.
by Demirs, the sophomore.
Oh no.
Little rattled here, Zach. 14-12. Bethel making it a game here.
I think Notre Dame expected, once they went up 10-0, Bethel to kind of sit down and roll over. It doesn't seem to be the case.
Almost, taking that left hook, but then able to kind of react, get off the ground. Instead, took that first punch. Good D there by Coleman. Charlotte had it. Reeves able to pick it up. They got numbers here. Jameer Reed finishes. He's got 5. 16-12 here. Notre Dame Prep, 1:40 to go in this first quarter. Zach, we got a game.
We do.
A good one.
We did talk about that first few minutes of the game. As Charlotte's going to get a quick steal. He's got people running with him. He's going to take it himself. I think it's going to be on the floor. Yep.
It's going to be on Enzo Hoyo, his first. So TK Reynolds, the super freshman, in to replace Karen Blake. TK Reynolds, a player, if you haven't seen play, what's his 45-inch vertical, Zach?
I think it's 42, something
in
like
Hey
that.
Dudes?
Yep. Athletic freak, specimen.
He's an athlete. So into the game, Nick Gonzalez. Reed gets it. Easy 2 for Jameer Reed. He's got 7. I'd like them to go. Reed seems to have his way here in this game early in this. I'd like to see some action for Reed. I think that'll open up things on the outside, Zach.
He always seems to be, and that's always one of the keys that we talk about, because that's going to be Olake deep 3 off the mark.
Reed just rips it apart. I think he's out of bounds. Oh, he was on the line.
Yeah. So I know you're Mr. Referee over here. Do you know who our refs are tonight?
I do. So that's Glenn Colello. He's the interpreter for Board 9. I do not know who this guy is. I know him. I did games with him, but I don't know his name. I apologize.
Isn't that the guy that you always go back and forth with to get us approval for nice purple referee jerseys?
Yeah, Glenn is one of the guys, yes. He's the interpreter for Board 9. Good defense there by Coleman. I like the effort here by Coleman early. Traveling, yeah. Good defense.
I mean, I don't know why Bethel's mad. He moved his pivot foot. It's not rocket science. If you move your pivot foot, it's a travel every time.
55 seconds, 18-12, Notre Dame Prep. Charlotte has it. I would love to see Reed get the ball here, man. They traveled. Looks like Charlotte got tripped up. Maybe it's those sneakers, Zach. Are those are a new pair for Charlotte? I haven't seen those. Are those Kobe's? What are those?
I don't know. They look like Spida Mitchell's from here.
They're Nikes.
Isn't he or is he an Adidas athlete?
I'm not sure. Kind of bright sneakers here from Notre Dame Prep kids. I think every kid has a different tone of the rainbow.
You got to start getting them some purple out there.
Looks like Skittles. Olake to inbound the ball. So interesting lineup here with Bethel. They got the 2 bigs into the game. See if they can take advantage of that, because they are giving up. Notre Dame's giving up some height, but not necessarily size.
Well, I think the issue is if either of them can shoot, then that'll help. But if not, you're just going to jam up the paint. Oh.
Okay, that's going to be Greaves' first. He's going to get 2. Stops the clock with 19 seconds to go. 18-12. Olake to the line for 2.
I didn't see much contact there. It looked like he was straight up.
But for Bethel, so this is my thing. You got some height advantage. I'd love to see 2-man with the Bethel guards and their bigs, Zach, but we didn't see that. It's kind of like some action. I feel like, especially nowadays, there's just not enough big kids that play high school basketball. And when I say big, like size, like tall and wide.
Yeah.
But when you have them on the court, they don't get utilized. So Charlotte with the rebound, up 6 here. 5. With the ball, looks like they're going to hold it for 1. Reynolds back to Greaves, over to Charlotte.
Well, we got him
Charlotte
jumping.
fake. Reynolds has the rebound.
Put it up strong.
No basket. So NDP takes the first quarter 18-13, but Bethel, I almost said Benel. Bethel giving some fight here, Zach. Leading scorer for Bethel, junior Brody Kassak with 10.
Yeah, he just shooting the lights
Zach,
out in that first quarter.
he's got 80% of their points.
hmm
Do that quick
Well,
math.
I mean, what did we say though? We said the recipe to beat them, you got to be able to shoot the ball and control the glass. They're not really controlling the glass, but they have been able to shoot the ball.
Yeah, and he's had, I mean, I think he's hit all of his threes. I think he's
Yeah.
only taken 3, so he's 3 for 3 from the three-point line and 1 free throw. So, yeah, if you're Notre Dame, probably want to know where he is, try to contain him. I don't know. I don't think we'll see like a box and one. I think it's too early for that. But
I wouldn't box him on him because it seems like Olake is their playmaker offensively. Because he's taken, I think, 5 or 6 shots in that first quarter. He didn't make any of them, but he looks like he's like kind of how we talked about in that Benel game. Ricketts was the guy that they needed to slow down. It seems like they're slowing down the guy they need to slow down. However, they haven't had an answer for Kasich out there yet.
yeah. And for Notre Dame prep, Jameer Reed led the way with 7. Blake with a quick 5. He had the first 5, and then Charlotte with 4, and Burnett with 2. So looks like the same lineup stays out there. Coleman and Burnett in there, along with Greaves, Charlotte, and Reed. And for Bethel, I was going to say,
Oh,
got to make your layups.
yeah, he had a great move there, and Charlotte too. So you know what we also haven't seen much of is really domination from Greaves and Charlotte, that elite backcourt for Notre Dame prep. You want to kind of see them start to take over the game here and at least start playmaking and forcing some turnovers defensively.
Bethel on a man-to-man. Yeah, I'd love to get. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Reed, there's a big mismatch. He traveled, but Ackerman trying to play bully ball with him, Zach, a little bit. If you notice,
I think it's working a bit.
yeah.
But what Reed needs to do there is he needs to commit to going up strong there instead of trying to kick it out there.
We've also talked about this. I mean, Reed is a hell of a player, but he likes to get the ball on the wing and drive in. You know, he is, we say big for this level, but at that next level, which he will play, he'll probably play a 3 versus a 4-5, which he's playing here.
Well, he handles the ball very well.
Very well, yeah.
Greaves is going to try a 3, and he's got it.
Jace Greaves' first points of the night makes it a 21-13 game.
You're going to get another 3 in and out.
In and out from Arroyo.
I don't know if I've seen many players try to go right at Charlotte like that. You know, I mean, we've seen Desir and Ricketts, but that's really been it.
I don't understand why Cossack's not in there, Zach.
I think he played the first 7 minutes of that first quarter.
Got to get him in. I think Bethel's offense is all 3, Zach. And the only one that probably should be shooting 3s is Cossack.
Well, we don't know how well these other players shoot from 3 yet. It's actually going to shove.
But so this is what, as a player, yeah. So Zion Ali is into the game, sophomore, along with Kieran Blake, replacing Charlotte and Reynolds.
So now you would love to see him run the offense for Reed here. Zion's going to try a 3 off the mark. Oh. Okay.
Hellman, senior, gets the basket to drop. That's going to be on Ali, Zion Ali, his first. So, Zach, I was saying, if you're a shooter, though, if you're used to shooting 3s and they're not going down, you got to get – that's a great take by Hellman to just get to the hole and get an easy bucket, get some momentum. So now, okay, now you can shoot some threes, but to just come out cold and just start jacking threes. I mean, other than if you're Cossack, I mean, the kid's 3 for 3.
Yeah.
I think this Bethel team's got to get some layups and just some flow.
Greaves. Oh, that's going to be on Reed.
Coleman.
They don't have
That's
a
on
10.
Coleman.
Oh,
That's
it's on Coleman. Okay.
Charlotte to replace Reed. So Notre Dame going small here, Zach, with this lineup. You got Charlotte on Sueda.
Oh,
Coleman's going to pick up another one. That's a cheap one. He's got to know better.
maybe his second.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the idea. You just got to beat him in the spot if you're going to try to get that charge call. Good move by Olate.
That's the rebound. Coleman gets a steal.
Yeah, good job to be in that passing lane there once Olate jumped. He's going to go all his way. Looking for a foul call. Nothing.
Sloppy basketball here, Zach. Burnett's going to check in to give him some size. Replaces Coleman. Reynolds in for Zion.
I think Coach K seen enough of small ball. At least for now.
Cossack going to check back in for Bethel on the next dead whistle here.
I mean, you know what you would like to see, though, is even when that'll be a tough step back, I don't know if that's the shot there at all.
High quality shot there for Coach Lisi. When he watches this stream, definitely point. That's a tough shot. Not many players can make that at this level. Timeout, yeah, Coach.
You know what it just makes me think of is when we had the SWC final last year, and there was one guy on Bethel who kept taking fadeaway jump shots.
Yeah. I think it was Pierce.
And you did not like that at all.
It's just not a high. It's not a high percentage shot. And kids
No, I
at this
agree
level,
with
you're
you.
just not athletic. You stop watching the NBA. Please. Please do me a favor. Just stop watching LeBron James. Whoever you fantasize about pretending to be with those fadeaways. Kevin Durant.
Unless it's Jalen Brunson.
Yeah,
Don't watch him play basketball.
Do you ever see Brunson do fadeaways?
No, Brunson. But he's
exactly.
But
There you
because
go.
he never
End
does
of story.
fadeaways, because he's always on balance. He has great footwork.
He's got great
So
footwork.
who was that? That was Hellman there in the corner. So if Hellman had pump faked, he would have got Charlotte. Brunson does all the time. Get him back down and then go up. You're shooting two at the free throw line.
Stop watching NBA. Just leave it at that, Zach. Or NBA 2K, whatever. What is it? NBA 2K? Is that what these kids play?
That's the game. Yes.
So Cossack back into the game for Bethel. So Blake will inbound to Charlotte. 21-16 here, 4:32 to go in this half. Burnett's up top, sets the screen, rolls.
Charlotte has a mismatch there with Akram.
Yeah. And now Greaves has got the mismatch.
They got the mismatch inside, then get it to Burnett.
Reynolds is kind of clogging the middle. Give it to the big fella. Awful.
How did they not?
I think the middle was being clogged. Reynolds has got to come up to the free throw line if Burnett's on the block, Zach.
Yeah,
and Burnett also has to get bigger though. He just can't.
Yes.
You got to be big when you come to the block.
But
you got to want that ball.
If you're Notre Dame, you also got to have an internal clock in your head, knowing, all right, we have 35 seconds. We got to try to get a look. They're trying to get some action for Kozak here.
Yeah. And he's got Reynolds on him, so Reynolds with the steal. It's a good job by Reynolds. So That's going to be on Hellman, his first. Hellman's getting subbed out. Enzo Ohoyo back into the game. Or excuse me, Adam Henry.
So I think the only
Zach.
players they haven't taken out of the game has been Olake for Bethel.
Yeah, which makes sense. He's your point guard. And he's a senior.
Charlotte can't get any space there. Blake's going to let it fly.
Burnett had it.
I think they're going to get Ackerman. That's going to be his second there. Yeah, he just...
Yeah. Charlotte having words with Ackerman.
Yeah, you don't see Charlotte talk much to the other opponents. He's normally all
I think
business.
he was upset because it was kind of like a hard foul.
Yeah.
So Bethel's kind of lured another hard.
That's going to be his third.
That's his third. He's smiling. That's not a good sign. That's not a basketball player, son. Yeah, he's going to sit. He looks gassed, though.
I think he's trying to set some tone down there, which makes sense, right?
But that could be very dangerous at
yes,
Reynolds
is
to the
gonna
hole.
Get it to go. I think there's a way to do it. That's not the way to do it, you know?
Yeah. 23-16, 3 minutes to go in this half. You know, Bethel's kind of lured Notre Dame Prep into this, like, half-court game.
Kozak. Oh. Gets it back, though. Good pass.
Sueda just couldn't put it down.
You gotta be making your layups there. What is he, 6'8", maybe?
He might be 6'7", yeah. 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, that's, you gotta make your layup there.
Charlotte's going to sit. So Reed and Burnett in.
Olake is going to let it fly. He just cannot get the lid off the bucket tonight.
A little bit out of control there. Sueda with a rebound. It's going to be on Burnett. So Burnett picks up his first. Sueda will shoot 2. He's had a couple opportunities to score here. Just can't find the bottom of the net, as they say, Zach. But he's got 2 free throws here. He's got some big feet, Zach. He's probably not done growing. He's only a junior.
Well, you know what would be interesting to see? I know we don't have it, but see what the points per game for Olake is, because he had none, and he's taken, I think, about 8 or 9 shots.
Yeah.
So.
But he's also had either Greaves or Charlotte in the shorts.
Yes, but still. Oh no.
Kosak with the rebound and finds the bottom of the net. I'm telling you, get this kid the ball.
That for him is a layup as a 3-point
He's
shooter.
got 12 of the 18 for Bethel. How
but
has this kid not shot more, Zach?
Well, he's a 3-point shooter, so he takes the looks that he likes. Reed's gonna gotta go to work here.
He's got a mismatch here. Yeah, it's gonna be on Olake though. So Reed will shoot 2. Coach Lisi not happy with that call, but yeah, that was a foul. So Jameer Reed to the line to shoot 2. Low scoring half, Zach. 2 minutes to go and only 23 points. So Reed misses the first. You know what? There's not a lot of energy, Zach. I feel like this game has been really, really flat. And, you know, Reed makes the second, so 24-18. 6-point lead here for Notre Dame, but Bethel within striking distance. I mean, 2 threes from Kosak, and you're back into the game. He's the only one that should be shooting threes here for Bethel. I would try to find him. Like Archer O'Connor into the game, another sophomore.
I'm surprised Ackerman's going to come back in with 3 fouls here, does it? Oh, okay.
I don't think he
I was
was.
going to say that wouldn't have made any sense.
Shot clock here. Get the ball to Kosak if you're Bethel. Olake with a
Olake.
deep three.
He can't. Yeah, that's good. Good positioning by Greaves. That's textbook there. If you got a bigger defender, as long as you box, they're going to have to go over the top every time.
Sueda picks up his first. Next foul, Zach. We're shooting 1:49 to go in the half. Notre Dame up 6, 24-18.
Good
Good cut.
foul.
Kosak gets the steal. Said that name a lot this half, Zach. He came
Yes,
to
we
play.
have.
Tamir Reynolds, or I should say TK Reynolds, face guarding him now.
Oh,
Tough take there by Demirs, the sophomore. It's a tough take by a sophomore, Zach. He's going to get a pair. That's going to be on Archer O'Connor, his first. So, Zach, this is a 4-point game if he makes free throws. I mean, Sueda missed 2 free throws, so
2-point game.
this would be a 2-point game if Demirs makes the first. If Bethel made their free throws, they're down 2 with a minute to go in the half. Like, who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
So a couple substitutions. Charlotte back into the game. Coleman back in the game for Notre Dame. O'Connor and Blake sit. Demirs misses. You got 3 Notre Dame defenders. Greaves comes up with it.
They just got to find some guy to give them some energy here.
Yeah, they're very flat. And I don't know if that game, maybe the game on Saturday, they were down big and they came back and won. It was a big W. Good move by Reed. Tough take by Jameer Reed. And the fan section finally gets up. I haven't really given them much to cheer about, Zach. It's been flat.
It's been very slow. I think they've had some bursts where they look like they got it. 3 of Bethel on the way, no good. Kozak rebound. Ooh. That maybe was a little bit of contact there.
Coach Lisi not happy. He wanted the foul there. He's giving the
Coleman's going to let it fly. Charlotte, Mitty. He got it.
So the basket's good, but a foul on Coleman? That's his third.
Does that mean they're shooting free throws now?
Offensive, it will not. So the next. So Spears is going to check in. Or maybe not. Coleman's going to come out with 3. Coleman, Sir Hack a lot tonight. I didn't see the play. I guess we could rewind it. Yeah, they're going to shoot 2. So Kozak's going to hopefully add to his total here.
That's not Kozak. That's Hellman.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hellman. They kind of look alike.
Yeah. Just look at the shoes.
Now I'll start looking at the shoes. Zach, it's a rainbow of shoes out there. So Hellman will shoot 2 here. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Make that 2 for 2.
Let's see.
He's got 4. Henry's going to come in. I would either take Kozak out. I guess you go offense, defense here. Take out your leading scorer. I don't know about Coach Lisi. Hellman makes the second. 7-point game, Zach. 26 seconds to go. 28-21 Notre Dame.
They're going to hold for 1 here.
Yeah, I guess that was an offense-defense sub. Bethel in a 2-3 matchup.
Now you want to start. All right, they are moving a bit here. I want to get a nice shot here. Reeves thought about it. Spears is going to try it from the corner. No good. They got a chance. They got to let it fly. You got to let it go.
Demir's the sophomore trying to. See, that's where I would have said you would want your leading scorer, Kosak, in there to take a three. What do I know, though, Zach? That's why we do this up here. We're not down there coaching, so easy to say it from up here, but pretty good halves there, Zach. Not what we had expected here, but Notre Dame will go in the halftime with a 7-point lead, 28-21. We'll be back with about 4 to go here in the half. Thanks for tuning in this half, and make sure to subscribe to Project Purple Sports on YouTube. We got a busy week, as we said. We'll talk about our week maybe before halftime, before we come back, or for the third quarter. But got a lot of basketball on tap this week here in the lovely frozen tundra of Connecticut. All right, Zach, we are back here. About 3:30 to go in halftime. Notre Dame's still in the locker room. But we're going to talk a little bit about our sponsors. I know we talked about Project Purple Sports at the start of the stream, but we could not do this program without our sponsors. So first up is New Balance. New Balance has been a great partner of ours at Project Purple for all our endurance teams. And when we had this idea to start Project Purple Sports, they were one of the first companies to step up and support our student athletes with apparel, support Project Purple with our apparel, and thank you to New Balance for their support of Project Purple Sports and outfitting our student athletes throughout the country. Our second one is here in the state of Connecticut. 2 years ago, we made history. We made the largest grant in the state of Connecticut history for pancreatic cancer research to Hartford Healthcare in the sum of $750,000. That was to help establish what will become and is on its way of being the state's largest high-risk screening and surveillance program for pancreatic cancer. We're proud to partner with Hartford Healthcare in our mission of a world without pancreatic cancer. To learn more about the exciting initiative, visit our website at projectpurple.org. Learn how you can get involved if you have a family history or genetics is an issue in terms of cancer. Thank you to Hartford Healthcare for their support of Project Purple Sports, Zach. So 2 minutes to go here. Notre Dame's still not out. I don't know. That's
I
not a
think
good sign.
there's
I
a
mean, I don't
lot
know. That's a
to.
good sign if
There's
that's. But
a
Bethel came out really quick. They seem
there.
very loose.
Well,
I don't. Maybe they didn't think they would be in this position.
I don't think there's a lot to talk about if you are Bethel, right? Like you played probably one of the best first halves we've seen a team play against Notre Dame, um, except for maybe Colby Cathedral. But like normally, like Notre Dame's still up 7, but we're talking about it like they're down 20.
Yeah. Very flat. I see we've got some hot dogs in the house. A good friend of the program, Kevin Spees, aka the Grill Guy. Check him
Hogs
out.
and dogs.
Hogs and Dogs. Maybe he could come and do Hogs and Dogs episode here at
New Haven.
Project Purple Sports. So if you're Bethel, I think you got to get the Kozak the ball. Like I'd love to see here in this first 2 minutes of this third quarter. You got to get your leading scorer some touches here. I'd love to see maybe some two-man, maybe with some of their bigs. If you're Notre Dame, I would love for them to kind of take energy that we've seen in the past, Zach. Maybe press, maybe just get these guys moving here. In a defensive stance, from a defensive standpoint, really take kind of from a defensive standpoint, take control of this game. That's the identity of Notre Dame Prep. Their defense usually leads to their offense, and I would just love to see them kind of get going here. But
I think they just need someone to energize them with a little bit of juice, and then I think everything else will fall into place. They really don't have someone that's really right now currently like, pushing the pace and bringing the intensity. And I think that's what's lacking right now is they don't have anyone that's really being that guy tonight and stepping up. We normally see it in the form of Greaves, Charlotte, or Reed, but that could be anyone at this point. Um, we're pretty much going to get ready here to start this third quarter. Notre Dame does lead by 7. I know for those of you listening, you probably think Notre Dame's down, but they're
just
actually
flat.
up.
It's
Yeah.
flat. Even the fans are flat, Zach.
Well, there's not a lot of energy in the gym. I mean, I get it. It's a Monday. No one's a huge fan of Mondays, but you still got to take care of business.
It is a Monday. That is right. So they've only had one game off between
Yeah.
the game on Saturday. So yeah,
And it was a lot of travel too,
Yeah.
like 2.5 hours.
So Notre Dame will get possession here to start the half. Charlotte over to Greaves.
Coming out in
TK
a
Reynolds
matchup.
out there.
Man, Charlotte's going to try a midi. He's got it.
That's a
Good
good
start.
sign if you're Notre Dame and a bad sign if you're Bethel.
Yeah, I don't
The
like
press.
that defense. They're in 3-2 matchup zone with Kozak just following the guard up top. I don't think that's going to be a winning formula here. Oh, that's
Ooh, almost stolen there. Turnover, though. Coach Lisi not happy. Did he think that it was tipped by Notre Dame?
it was off of Blake's hands. I think he's saying it wasn't off of Demur's hands. Blake's going to drop it into Reed. Reed's got to go to work here.
Reed's got a mismatch. Greaves gets over to Reynolds. Reynolds stops and pops.
All right, so I guess we didn't mention that Reynolds is starting for Burnett in this half here.
I mentioned it.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear.
I think you missed it. So Reynolds a high energy guy, Zach. So I wonder here, you know, Coach K 32-21.
Oh no. That is
Heltman,
a
hold that
4-point
mayonnaise.
chance here for Hellman.
Who was that on, Zach?
Blake.
So Blake picks up his first. Hellman, he's 3 for 3. He's got 8, Zach.
The last thing you want to see is a few three-point shooters getting hot for Bethel.
He's 4 for 4. He's got 9. So Hellman and Kosick have been the offense here for Bethel. Senior, junior, stolen by Ackerman. Back by Reynolds.
Steal it back. Good hustle
Ackerman
there.
we saw kind of be the enforcer for Bethel in that first half. Tough shot by Jace Greaves. We've got a good one. It's starting to pick up, Zach.
Yes,
34-25.
You want to see some high-octane offense.
Bethel's got to get it over.
Defense.
Just got it over. Trap coming.
They had Kozak in the corner on a skip pass. They didn't want to try it.
To Mears. So Reynolds on Kozak.
Olake can't get it to go.
Reynolds
is going to
just
do it
takes
himself.
it away. Blake
And one for Blake.
Blake having a good game, Zach. He's up to 7. 8 if he
So,
makes the free throw.
We talked about who was going to be that energy guy. It seems like Coach K knew who it was going to be and plugged him in the starting lineup here in this half.
TK Reynolds scored a basket, got a couple rebounds, got a steal.
Steals, yeah.
Yeah, he's really been the difference maker here early. Blake misses the free throw though.
And he's taking Kozak out of all the plays offensively. But if you are Kozak, you're a shooter, you got to move, right? You got to move and find your spot to get open. If you watch Steph Curry, Klay Thompson,
he's got Reed on him. Yeah, he's just not moving.
But
no
you
one's coming out. Like, you should be running Ackerman off of him.
Well, they gotta, but he's also got to move. He's just staying stationary in the corner. Oh.
Hellman got away with one there, I think. He got lucky. I think that was stripped pretty clean by Charlotte.
Charlotte's going to talk to.
Charlotte's got a good argument there.
Yeah, I didn't see any contact. I saw a ball. And
Stolen
then Reed's
by
gonna
Reed.
get it. This is gonna be a hard foul. Oh boy!
No call.
Oh no!
Let's see that in the replay. Yeah,
Did he get under him?
He got under him. Yeah, he didn't. He was kind of on the side of him. If you watched it,
He didn't let him land.
Well, he let him land, but he was kind of running with him. I think he kind of moved out of the way, kind of moved to the side. I think he just lost his balance. That was a good call by the official there. I think he landed kind of awkward, but I don't think there was much contact.
Was any ill intentions there?
I don't think so. So Burnett in for Reed. Olake guarded by Greaves. Over to Kozak. They're going to get a 10-second call here. Yep, 10 seconds. Yeah. So the pace is picked up here a little bit, Zach, but what we've seen is a lot of turnovers, right? A lot
Yeah.
of sloppy basketball because that pace being picked up. So Greaves gets it in the backcourt. No pressure here.
Did they bring Reed into the locker room, or I just can't see if he's on the bench or not.
He might be.
Blake's gonna go to work. Tough midi. Burnett on the
Burnett with the rebound. Good
glass.
job by Burnett.
Well,
Another high energy guy.
Notre Dame. Greaves with a steal.
Greaves with a steal goes up. TK Reynolds can't get it to drop. Or Charlotte, excuse me. Reynolds gets the steal.
Oh.
He's hip checked.
And the foul, and he's fired up.
Ackerman smiling after that foul. I don't know
That's
if
his
that's like
fourth.
a smart foul or if that's like kind of silly. Because now you just ruined all the momentum here that you had. TK Reynolds gets the and one. And Reed, good sign. Reed back out on the court. That's a good sign if you're Notre Dame.
So, are we gonna call Reynolds the battery, the Energizer? What are we gonna call him? Bringing all the energy in this quarter here for Notre Dame.
I think he's like a Duracell. He's not like an
Duracell?
Energizer. I think Duracell's a better battery. So what's the Duracell's got that little clapping? They've got
No,
that.
that's Energizer. I
Oh,
thought had
that's
the bunny.
Energizer. With the bunny?
Energizer had the bunny.
I thought Duracell has something, but he's like one of those Duracell like super nitro batteries. TK Reynolds with the and one, bringing the energy here in the second half, Zach. The first 3.5 minutes of this quarter, the difference maker has been TK Reynolds. We're talking about now a 15-point lead here. That was just a second ago 7.
7 points.
So big difference here. And as we said, as the pace of play picked up, what did we see? Saw a lot of turnovers, sloppy play. And if you're Bethel, you just can't afford to have turnovers like that. A team like Notre Dame is just too good and too talented. They're going to make you pay.
Yeah, Reynolds got one free throw. I also think to the point that we were talking about is we said a lot about Kozak making all those threes as Reynolds gets the free throw to go, but he's not moving at all to get open.
No.
He's just
Well,
kind of sitting in that
and
corner.
teammates aren't helping him.
No, but they're not. He's not even running any action either.
Well, this intensity of this Notre Dame defense has picked up, Zach. Not an easy defense to play against. And clearly, we've seen a 7-point lead go to 15, 16 right now. So, if you're Bethel, you better be careful here because the next probably minute and a half is going to dictate the rest of this game. Either they're going to lose, they're going to go down by 20, or they're going to cut into this lead here and try to get it into single digits again.
No, I agree with you completely.
Because the defensive intensity has picked up here for Notre Dame.
Okay.
Got away with a push.
Got it.
So he gets his first basket, but second 4 points for him. Excuse me, 3. He had a free throw in the first half.
Greaves is going to look to respond, and he's got it. And Greaves' jumper is really crisp this year.
Yeah, he's probably their best shooter coming back from last year from a consistency standpoint. Almost another 10-second call here.
Kozak with a chance off the mark. Travels.
Turnovers. Yeah, turnovers. If you're Coach Lisi, I would maybe take a timeout here if you don't get anything coming down here. I think he's.
I don't like subbing out Hellman there. I really don't. I don't know. Araujo really hasn't done much for Bethel, and Hellman has kind of been your offense this quarter.
Well, yeah, they only have 6 points.
Charlotte, tough turnaround.
So if you're Bethel here, if you score, I would actually get a timeout.
They're gonna get
Greaves. That's just bully ball by Olake. He just bullied his way in.
I mean, I think there was a lot of. I see the foul, but I would have probably given him another dribble or two. Oh, they're gonna switch actually. Reynolds on Olake now. So Oluke's got the speed here.
Yeah, he's got 3 guys on him though. Recognize. He had Kosak open earlier.
Orojo. All right. I guess he is doing something. I
So-
just said subbing in for Hellman.
I would have taken a timeout there, but
Charlotte gets in quick.
too easy.
That's an understatement.
Charlotte's got 10 for the game. Double team coming.
Oh, there's your timeout.
There's a timeout. Probably 1 possession too late, but if you're Coach Lisi, I would have. You had the momentum. I would have taken that timeout after that 3 because NDP is running full steam here on defense, Zach. I probably would have taken that timeout after that 3 just to give your guys, settle your guys in, and lock in on defense. But 45-30 here, Notre Dame Prep up 15. The lead has blossomed to 15. It was 7 at halftime.
Well, here's what I will say. If you're doing anything here, this is where you draw some action for, I would have said at the end of the first half, Kazakh, but currently now I don't think Hellman's in. So you would probably want to draw something up, get Kazakh a good look at a 3, maybe have some action where you have whoever your big is. If he misses, he can dump it down low to them. But you want a good offensive possession coming out of this timeout.
So Ackerman, who was their big, so this is where like these little, hopefully, the kids watching at home, find, and I'm not trying to beat up on the guy, but he's got 4 fouls. He was kind of like their toughest down low player, but you've got a tight game here at Notre Dame. Just like he had 2 really ticky-tacky fouls that he probably could have avoided. Put your team in kind of this predicament here where you're sitting on the bench for most of the third quarter. Just got to know. You got to know where, just game sense, just not to pick up those ticky-tacky fouls. Just let the player go. You want to stay in the game, son.
Yeah, and I think Savita is a different type of big man than Ackerman is.
Double team coming, almost thrown away there. Cossack double team coming, trying to dribble through it. Reynolds just rips
He's gonna rip it out of his hands. He's gonna big body him.
Arroyo picks up the foul.
Reynolds playing a little bit of bully ball there.
Well,
Just ripped it out of Kazakh's hands there.
I think Coach Lisi wanted a jump ball, but I don't think Kozak had his hand in the ball for long enough.
Charlotte can't get it to go.
Reed gets the rebound though, Zach. Ripped away.
That was Olake. Kozak's got to go up strong now. Rojas gonna, I don't even know what he's gonna try to do there. They have Charlotte up ahead. Charlotte's gonna take his time. Easy 2 there.
Charlotte's got 6 this quarter. Leads up to 17.
Yeah, Bethel's got to find an answer quick to stop the bleeding. Look down low. You got to turn there and go at Reed. Olake's going to try a deep 3. I don't know if that's the shot. And here comes Greaves. Quick sidestep. No good. Burnett tipping. Got it.
Olake is like 1 for 15.
Yeah. He's putting up tour dates out there.
Yeah, but you got to recognize. Good move there from Sueda. Just recognize you're not feeling it tonight. Either get a layup or pass the ball.
Well, we just said that I'll get into it in a section as Notre Dame. Greaves is going to try a heat check here. He's got it. Bottom of the net. As soon as it left his hands, he knew it. And now it's a 20-point game.
He's got double figures for the game. He's got 10. 7 in this quarter. Up 20, Zach. I think Bethel may want to start warming up the bus. I know it's cold out. Maybe get a head start on that.
I mean, the only thing that I will say they have a chance is they've shot the ball really well from 3. So 3 threes, you're right back in it.
Zach, I bet you dinner that next one. That,
all right, I'm not going to make that bet because I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm just playing.
We don't advocate that you bet, but I just don't think that remember, Greaves is going to pick up a chippy there.
They're going to get Greaves with a foul there. But I'm gonna say, if I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, that's the argument you can make is they have the 3-point shooting to do it down 20.
Yeah, but they haven't been able to stop Notre Dame though. That's the
I
problem.
I, I know, but I'm saying
So
it
slew of
doesn't.
subs back in. Hellman, Ackerman, and Kosak back in. Excuse me, Demir's back in. Demir's with the ball. Blake guarding him. Nice cut by Kosak. Just can't make the layup.
He's not. He doesn't like contact.
Yeah, could tell.
He's got to go up strong there. I get it. Reynolds is a bigger player. He's more athletic, but you got to be able to finish this. Charlotte's going to line up Kosak. Helmet.
Olake wanted to pick up little good sportsmanship there. Jameer Reed and Reed shrugged him off there, Zach. I don't know if you caught
We
that.
saw that the other night with Brunson
Brunson
and
and Luke.
Doncic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was my point, right? You made the thing of Olake's like 1 for 15. We talked about earlier today how Brunson yesterday, he didn't shoot the ball well, but he had 13 assists. So he still had his imprint on the game. And if you're Olake, you got to realize at some point, hey, it's not my night offensively. Who's scoring the ball? Well, it's Kozak, it's Hellman, it's Arojo. How can I get them good looks offensively? Maybe I can do a dribble handoff with a screen. I'm a bigger guard. Get one of those guys off and give them a little bit of space so they can get that 3 ball off. And I think if they're going to have a chance, that's what they're going to have to do here. Find a way to, and I know you're saying they can't stop Notre Dame, but they also can't score. And if you can't score, it doesn't matter if you can stop Notre Dame.
Yeah, Coach Lisi not happy throwing his clipboard. Well, they got outscored by 13 that quarter. It's a 20-point lead for Notre Dame going into the fourth here. So we'll know really quick. Ackerman's back out there. He's got 4 fouls. They only have 4 players out. So, oh no, 5. Oh, okay, it's their ball. Sorry about that. Demir's to Hellman off the mark. Ackerman with the rebound, kicks it back out.
You gotta let that fly if you're Hellman while you have the space.
Coleman.
I think so. That was. Now they're gonna get Reed with a block. I think that was a bit of a phantom foul.
So Hellman, he's 4 for 4 from the line. He'll get 2 here. Makes the first. Hellman makes the second. He's 5 for 5.
So they cut it to 18. They're gonna have to get a stop here. Let's see if they figured it out defensively yet. Kozak's gonna have to get up and put some ball pressure on Greaves. They can't just sit back here. So they're gonna get Greaves a look for 3. He's got it. Greaves is on another level recently. We talked about he was the MVP as Reed gets a block.
Ackerman almost picked up his 5th.
They got Greaves again. Greaves is going to heat check it. He's going to let it fly. Can't get it to go.
Demir's rips down the rebound.
But let's just talk about Greaves for a second. I mean, he's playing a very high level of basketball his last, pretty much 8-9 games here.
Super junior. Came here last year, was his first season, along with Jameer Reed, Zach. So,
Charlotte's going to look to get one. Can't get it to go. It's going to be, I think, Coleman's fourth. And I think we're going to see Reynolds for him.
Charlotte's going to sit 2. Zion back into the game. So 19-point lead here for Notre Dame. 21.
You think Bethel has anything left in the tank for one final push?
I don't think so. We just haven't seen it, Zach. And I almost traveled there. Demir's gets 2. Just the clock is not your friend.
I know. They got to get up on him, but they haven't been able to
And they
put
haven't
any
pressed
ball
all
pressure.
game, and they've been in this. They've been like in this matchup zone, which is really weak. Like Notre Dame, look, Jameer Reed, easy two there.
Mouse in the house.
You're not. It's over, Zach. It's over. Greaves with a
Now,
steal.
yeah.
Greaves is our MVP. He's just,
I would say him or Reynolds. Reynolds brought the energy.
Reynolds
in
brought
third
the
quarter.
energy, but Greaves really has stepped up offensively here and defensively. He's a hell of a defender.
Hellman says no. Maybe there's something left in the tank. They need about
20-point lead though, Zach. 5 minutes.
5
to
more
go.
of those to make it a game without allowing any baskets.
You know, if you're Coach Lisi, just consistency on effort on both sides, right? Offensively and then defensively.
That's going to be his fifth.
Ackerman's going to be done. He's laughing.
I don't think he thinks that's a foul, but he's not. He's got to beat him to the spot.
Yeah. He must play football or something.
I mean, I will say when he's on the floor, they are a better team. But the issue is
But
he's not able to stay on the floor.
3 of his 5 are just ticky-tacky type fouls and just, those aren't basketball plays.
No, I know, but I'm saying.
Especially for a team like this team where, doesn't look like they go 9-10 deep. It's just, got to be smarter, man. He's a junior. He should know better, too. I think that's the other thing here. Just hopefully some players, high school kids watching these games, watching the streams, just got to make smart choices, man. You want to stay on the court and be effective. Yeah, you got to think a little bit before that kind of foul. That's a cheap foul too. Like picking up, like I could see if Reed has gotten the rebound and going up, and you want to hold on to him to make him earn his points from the free throw line. Okay, but like just to bump him like that's just a dumb foul. Man.
Basketball IQ is the biggest thing.
Yeah. And also becomes becomes kind of a momentum stopper too, like just not a high basketball IQ decision. All right, so 20-point lead here, Zach. 5:15 to go in this game.
The only reason I'm even making the argument for Bethel is they can shoot the lights out of the basketball, Greaves, but they can't. They couldn't. I honestly, they couldn't guard a blind guy with a cane with how they're playing defensively tonight. Oh, man.
I like using the term Swiss cheese, Zach.
Yeah, I was just about to say that was my next one. But, that's more or less like the principle is they couldn't do that,
Well, you got to stop him.
Oh, good move by Hellman.
Hellman's got some games, Zach, and he makes his free throws.
They might be the team that allowed LaMelo Ball to score 90 points in high school.
Reed gets it by.
Oh man. Yeah, that'll. All right, let's
Reed. Where was that?
Waving the white flag.
I think the warm up the bus is going to be coming from the Notre Dame kids here momentarily.
We're going to get Ralph into the game. Ralph's going to come in for Reynolds. Reynolds has had a great night here for Notre Dame.
Reed just punched that, Zach, in the paint.
Well, he just went 1-2 off 2 and then just went up there. Going to get Blake on a backdoor cut, mid-range, no good. Ralph on the glass. Going to go up strong with it.
Hellman trying to get by Greaves.
I don't know about that one.
Angles. We have a tough angle from where we are in the production booth. So Hellman to shoot 2. He's been perfect from the line, 5 for 5. This is the first. Coach Lisi, Bourne into the game. Thomas Bourne facing Adam Henry. Charlotte in for Zion. Hellman makes the second. He's going to get subbed by Arroyo.
He's upset about that.
Down 21. Maybe Coach Lisi saving some of his players. A little sloppy. Charlotte gets a hand on it.
He's just so quick.
Reed wide open. Oh! Jameer Reed with the alley-oop from Karen Blake.
We don't know Arojo. They do know Arojo's there. I don't think they. Oh boy.
Good decision there by Greaves to pull it back. Jameer Reed is just stat padding at this time, Zach. He's just stat padding.
Now, how many does he have?
He's got 8 in this quarter. 18 for the game.
Leading scorer? Or is Greaves? It's going to be a foul on Ralph.
Greaves has 17. Reed has 18. Charlotte has 10.
I think I should try to get Greaves' attention. Tell him to go for it.
Arroyo to shoot 2. Misses the first. Spares into the game for Blake. Blake has 7. TK Reynolds with 7. Burnett with 6. So a lot of players scoring for Notre Dame. Oh, Spares is into the game.
22 for Bethel.
Don't have him on the roster. Sorry, he wasn't in the book. So Arroyo misses both. Just too easy.
Woo! $27-point game.
Yeah, I think it probably be the night for these guys here in a second here.
9 threes and they got it. What do you think? They got 9 threes left in the tank?
Zach, it's over. I told you that at the start of the fourth quarter. You owe me dinner.
There's Arrojo getting the bucket. So I guess what I will say though is, I mean, Bethel has some younger players that Greaves is going to let it fly again, and that's his 3rd or 4th three.
That's his 4th. He's got 20. Unofficially.
Charlotte. Oh.
Nick Gonzalez into the game. Archer O'Connor coming in. He replaces Jameer Reed. Reed will sit with unofficially 18. Monster jam. Good game for Jameer Reed. Kind of out of control there from Demers, but he picks up the foul on O'Connor, so he'll shoot 2. O'Connor, 2nd foul. So Zach, kind of looking ahead for us here at Project Purple Sports. We got a good one tomorrow night with back up in the NVL, the Naugatuck Valley League. Project Purple game with Seymour versus Oxford. Seymour's kind of had a tough year.
Yeah.
Not what they're used to up there in Seymour, Connecticut. A lot of losses this year for Coach Carpiello.
They played better down as of late, you know.
Oxford comes in, so we've got a little bit of a rivalry game for Project Purple night up in Seymour. And then we'll be back down here across the street on Wednesday as St. Joe's and Trumbull for special Project Purple.
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls. Ooh, Charlotte just he got hit.
For a foul.
And then he got hit in the head. A little flat tonight for Notre Dame. I know we'll have them again one more time, Zach, here. In the,
Oh boy.
Tamir's trying to throw it down. Charlotte gets 2. Charlotte's got 15,
Oh
excuse
man.
me. TK Reynolds is coming in. He's going to show them how it's done.
That's what I'm saying.
Tamir's with a 3 off the mark.
He's played well for them. He's only a
Sophomore.
yeah.
So timeout. Good job there by Coach K. He's going to get some subs here. So Charlotte will finish with 15. Greaves with 20. And Jameer Reed with 18. But we've got a minute left here in this one, Zach. Burnett and Reynolds into the game, along with Zion. Burnett had a pretty nasty putback against Ludlow at the Fairfield Prep tournament.
They have their dunking squad in. Spears,
Spears
Reynolds,
can throw it
Burnett,
down.
O'Connor can dunk.
Yeah, so except for Zion. So let's
I
see
was
what
gonna
we
say,
get
you
here in
think
the
he has
last
some
minute.
sneaky bounce there? His name is Zion.
Reynolds asking for it. I like the movement here, Zach.
Spears is gonna try a corner 3.
So 29-point lead here for Notre Dame Prep. O'Connor, I think, is
That's
at
gonna be his
third.
third. And like you were talking about ticky-tacky fouls for Ackerman, but that's O'Connor's 2 of his 3 have been very
Yeah, he's a much taller, bigger player. Just he's got to learn. I mean, he's grown quite a bit since last year, Zach. So he's only a sophomore. Plays a lot on JV. I've seen some varsity time here, So Arroyo makes the first, but she's just staying straight up, right? No need to like reach down or try to swat it away. Reynolds with the rebound, rips it away.
Let's get a lob here. Backdoor lob. Set a screen with O'Connor here for Reynolds.
Screen came. Spears has it.
Oh, Demers might have a dunk here for us.
I think he saw Reynolds coming. I think he knew what was coming. 14 seconds here. We're going to hold it.
Telling him to hold it.
Yeah, bring it out. So, Zach, Notre Dame is going to come away with the W, 75-47. Kind of started out slow, but Notre Dame finds a way to take it home here. Second half, TK Reynolds with the energy. Jace Greaves doing it offensively along with Jameer Reed, Josh Charlotte.
I was going to say, the 3 of them combined for 50 plus of their 75.
We've talked about this Notre Dame team, right? Like, who else is going to step up, right? Last year, Cam Salters. You had Josh Charlotte. Was it
Dunlap.
Reed? Was it Reed? Was it Dunlap, right? So this year, when you get when you get 3 players scoring like that, we got Ming Productions out there doing the fin. Ming Prods. So make sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll be back tomorrow up in Seymour. Give our boy Kyle O'Reilly a shout out. He does a great job. He runs all the social here for Notre Dame Prep Boys basketball. But make sure to subscribe. We got a lot of basketball this week here at Project Purple Sports. So thank